I made it today. I'm here. I promise not to end the stream early as well. Ryan's in a little bit better mood today. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good. My day's going a little more to plan since I planned on being here, so I was able to do stuff beforehand. I do have a lot of shit to do today. We are getting ready for MegaCon.
Yes.
Got to go and pick up random stuff in different places. All that good shit.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. And tomorrow we will have daily as long as I don't oversleep. Or play too much Fortnite tonight. But and then Friday, we don't really know what we're doing yet. Friday, we'll probably be able to give you an answer tomorrow. But Friday Night Tights is going to be Friday morning tights this week, so that might affect daily on Friday. But we will keep you guys updated. But yes, so man, it is so aggravating going because everybody knows that like majority of Florida is in the Eastern time zone, but like when I drive back and forth to Pensacola, around Tallahassee is where it switches back over to Central time zone. And I always have to like switch my alarms around when I do that. And I completely just fucked it all up. So there you go. But luckily Ryan was here to save the day. And of course, Jay was here.
Jay was available. Yeah.
Jay was available.
I get a call at like 10:57. Hey Ryan, I'm sorry, but I can't get a hold of Jeremy. This is from Steph. I'm like, okay. I'm like, literally get out of bed. Fucking, I call Jeremy myself, doesn't answer. I see a missed message from Jay. Hey, did someone cancel daily? No, can't get a hold of Jeremy. I'll make a stream. And we went off to the races. We were only a couple minutes late, to be honest.
And I love how like I went back and watched the beginning of the stream, and you were like, Jeremy might be dead. I don't know. And Ryan was like genuine about like he probably like in a piece of his mind, he's like, Jeremy's never done this before, so there's a chance he could be dead.
Like, yeah, it's like it was a greater than zero chance.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
like it was legitimately a like that was in the cards. You could have been dead, and frankly, I didn't care. Like you weren't there, so there was really no excuse that would have mattered. Even if you were dead, I still would have been pissed off about that. But was what it was. We got through it.
Man, we did get through it. We did. But yeah, shout out to you guys for holding it down. But it was man. And then once I joined the stream from my truck, then I try to go to leave the call and I end the stream with 3,000 people watching. Not the best move, not my best moment. Okay, let's just say not my best moment. But hey, you know what? Sons and Shadows says Geeks Gamers is turning into Game of Thrones now. Oh man, but you know what? We're here and we got MegaCon, and I'm excited as hell. How many of you are coming to MegaCon? And if you have not, go over to geeksgamers.com. Make sure you sign up for the RSVP for the meetup on Saturday night at City Walk. I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. And yeah, we've already had a lot of people sign up for the RSVP. There's going to be a good amount of people there. Now, don't forget that our panel on Saturday, we had the choice of once we added Drinker and Gary to the panel, we were like, man, because we had a 300 person room, which I thought was going to be enough, and it probably could have still been enough, but we went ahead and the next room up was a 700 person room, and we felt like even if we don't fill the 700 person room, it's better to not turn people away at the 300 person room. So hopefully we can fill the 700 person room, but I don't know that. But
I think last year, well, whether it was like end of 2022 or whatever, last time we had the 300 person room and there had to be people that were waiting outside. So we decided to up it for this one. So we'll see. We really want to see a lot of you guys there, though.
Yeah. So we shall see. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. It's going to be awesome. And somebody just said, are we going to be hanging around panel? So Saturday, very busy day. And we will be we will be all over the place. So yes, I mean, I definitely am going to go see if I can find some G.I. Joe figures at some point with, kind of just walking around chilling. We will be live streaming quite a bit as well. So yeah, we're gonna try to get as much coverage as we can. So looking forward to it. So all right. We gotta read some super chats first. Dom, holy crap. Doug B. Holy crap. Hail to the 199. Thank you, Doug B. Dom for 50. I'm flying into Florida tomorrow. Can't wait to see you guys there. Hopefully with my flight, I get there in one piece. I think, didn't he say he has like a all-female crew or something like that? Oh boy.
Yeah, that's true. You got the diversity crew. We'll be lucky if we see you, Dom.
Yeah, I heard that. Hayden Wayne says, quote, the boss might be dead, but the show must go on. Ryan, us as a company, man and a trooper. And then say, what would G&G be without him? A disaster. G&G without Ryan would be pretty fucked up. This show wouldn't be going consistently. I can tell you that.
Just think of how bad it is now. It can always get worse.
This is true. That's
the golden rule.
Yep. Darth Jazz Mag says, I'm here for Rocky Knob Outpost and Ryan, the donut guy, 199. Jay's Secret Racism, RIP Jeremy. You was a real one, homie, 199. RIP. Gary's Beard Dingleberry says, after I ate 3 bowls of Captain Jugger Nuts. Oh, he says Jugger Nuts. I found a J Bear action figure in the box. It was a good day. Sounds like a good day. Just That Clown says, Ryan, Jeremy's going to end the stream on you. I would never do such a thing. Man, I tell you, when I did that, I was really just like, are you kidding me, dude?
Well, I would have been exhilarated if we didn't have a bunch of super chats like still left to read. I would have been like, oh, peace, I'm out. You know what I mean? 12 minutes early, whatever it was. But no, the problem was we still had a bunch of super chats to read. Like, well, start it up again. Let's go.
Blabs the Tower Tart says, people think me what? People think me ran daily yesterday. Pickles, yay. Is that like a Tardo account for Blabs? Filthy Casual at MegaCon. Will you guys be wandering around between panels or hanging out at certain booths? So yeah, the schedule's on geeksandgamers.com as far as where we're going to be scheduled. Of course, we'll be wandering as well. Let's see. Jay's Secret Racism. Jeremy's casket got the 199 and Jeremy Cash logo. Gremlin says, hail to the 19. Boom. Stream ended. It's over. Disco Cobra says, sup guys, hope everyone has a blast at MegaCon. Take some cool pics and video for us plebs who can't make it. I'm on a spiritual grind, so I got to keep my focus. I'm hyped for State of Play Sony is having today. I might make a meetup someday. Well, thank you, Disco Cobra. I don't know if the State of Play is going to be anything worth being excited about. I guess we'll see. I mean, that's happening later this afternoon, the Sony State of Play. So I guess we'll see how it all plays out. So, all right, what do we got going on, Ryan?
Well, we might as well talk about this because there's been a little bit of an update. Obviously, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League has been kind of a massive disaster for a long time based on some of the leaks that came out that people weren't sure if they were true or not, based off the gameplay, based off everything, just the way the game looks and feels. But when people saw that the leaks about Batman were in fact real, that Harley Quinn did kill him off and the way that she killed him off, people were not happy about it. And for the past couple days, you've just seen this video, 36 million views on this video of Harley Quinn killing Batman. And what was basically advertised as the last appearance by Kevin Conroy as Batman. This is the way the Arkham universe Batman goes out. A lot of people not happy about it. Certainly in a video game called Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, you expect Suicide Squad members to kill the Justice League. But at the same time, knowing this is the last time we'll see this character, a lot of people feel really, really shitty about it. Well, it looks like there's been some attempt to do some damage control. Alleged insider spoils 2 upcoming Kevin Conroy Batman cameos in attempt to run damage control for late actors' disrespectful treatment in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This comes from IGN. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League isn't Kevin Conroy's final Batman performance. The thing is, it was kind of advertised as that, right? Like once these things happened, it was kind of advertised and pushed even as the devs as like, hey, last time you're going to see Kevin Conroy as Batman, certainly as Arkham Batman. But we do know he's going to do 2 other things. One of them will be in Bruce Timm's Batman Cape Crusader, an upcoming animated series that was picked up by Prime Video. While we've confirmed Conroy did record for the show before his death, we're not entirely sure if he'll be voicing Batman specifically. The other, however, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 will indeed have Conroy reprising Bruce Wayne / Batman from Batman the Animated Series. What's been your take on this entire thing, Jeremy?
I mean, this whole thing has just the controversy surrounding this has just been crazy. And we've been talking about this for I think about a month now. And so it really hit like crazy 36 million views. And I mean, again, man, the Arkham games are all-time great games. You've played all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you streamed them. And those are some of the greatest, not superhero games of all time. They're some of the greatest games of all time. And now how this is all carried over, it's just kind of it represents everything that's going on with the current state of the mainstream, Hollywood industry, where something that was once so great just completely disrespects these legendary characters. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't think that, I mean, it's hard to kind of take into like, are you supposed to do anything different from a storytelling standpoint because someone passed away, yada yada yada? You know what I mean? Like that is a slippery slope, but this is straight up disrespectful. I mean, I would argue, like, if you look at the Batman fandom, which is probably the biggest fandom, in comics, Kevin Conroy is the definitive Batman to all Batman fans. Would you argue that? Would you say that that's,
I think for like a huge generation of people, he is.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, and I don't think that, like, there's no division with, nobody says like people that know don't say like Kevin Conroy wasn't that great as Batman. Like, you can find people that say Bale wasn't great as Batman or Affleck wasn't great as Batman, or you don't find people that know of Kevin Conroy's Batman and go, his Batman wasn't that great. Everybody says he was great because he was great. You know what I mean? So to see how this is all played out has been, and I don't even think Kevin Conroy gets the respect he deserves. The fact that he's passed away, he doesn't even get discussed like that much. You know what I mean?
He's a voice actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but he's next level though, man. Like, he is next level.
The reality is, just like you can say this the same thing about a lot of different actors, right? But if what he was in, if Batman the Animated Series was shit and nobody cared about it, would we have that same attachment? Probably not. But he did, for a lot of people in the animated series, then through the Arkham series, across multiple generations, he was a lot of people's favorite Batman. Like, those stories were their favorite Batman stories. So for it to go out this way, and for you to know, and for you to advertise his last performance, they literally advertised it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're coming out and trying to say, well, just so you know, it's not the last time, so that's why we were able to fucking treat him like shit.
Yeah.
It rubs people the wrong way.
And that does not justify it at all. It doesn't justify it at all. So,
yep.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, you ended it weird.
Well, no, I was saying that doesn't justify it all. I was playing off of what you said. Daly's fucked. Let's just end this fucking stream. It's over. Should I end the stream right now?
Yes. Let's read the super chats and leave.
Alec Baldwin's finger just dropped 50 gifted memberships.
Boom.
Because he don't miss. Alec Baldwin's finger don't miss.
Alec Baldwin's finger is going to be at MegaCon, right?
Yes.
Nice. I saw him when I was in Arizona a couple weeks ago. Now we're going to see him again over at MegaCon.
Yeah, I met him in Vegas. Let's see. Was it last year, I think, in Vegas? And then don't forget, we're doing Vegas as well. So Vegas is going to be awesome.
End of April.
Yep. So we're always doing it. Always awesome to hang out with the people, man. It's great to see.
Can't wait. Tobias, a resident furry, for $10. Suicide Squad is just an awful game full of awful ideas. From the blatant disrespect of Kevin Conroy's Batman to the de-aging of Ivy and Harley's reaction to it, it should have been scrapped. There's just...
It's not that it should have never happened.
The game itself doesn't look appealing. It hasn't from the moment we started seeing the gameplay.
Yes.
All these guys fucking flying around. Everybody's got like these guns that do like little to no damage. It's just fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked the idea for the game in the beginning.
And this is the same, like this is a carryover from the Arkham
Yes.
universe. Yeah.
This is
So
in the Arkham universe.
that's the fuck, man. Again, this people have high standards for that universe, rightfully so, and for this to happen is just unbelievable. Really is.
Ministry of Wrongthink for $10. There are several Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe comics. The difference is they aren't the main canon universe. That's essentially what the Arkhamverse was for the games. That's why it's insane. Yeah. It's like when you take everything into perspective. And I feel like, especially when you're doing a game, right? But when you're making a game and you've had so much time since these things happen, I feel like there might be a way to do it that might end up feeling a little bit more respectful, like with the knowledge of how attached people are to the character and Kevin Conroy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tomac, wait, we said that earlier at the State of Play for Tomac. Tomac for $50 with State of Play.
I don't think that was another one. That was another one.
Tomac for $50 with State of Play coming out later today. Anything you guys hoping shows up? Sony's been shilling Stellar Blade for it, and I have been seeing people think we'll get some Gravity Rush PC ports. Some of those would be nice.
I watched a few of the like RGT videos and Spawn Wave, but like Sony just has not been like their State of Plays are almost always disappointing. They're almost always like they have the opportunity to make the State of Play like more of like a Nintendo Direct, and Nintendo started doing the directs like before everyone else. Like they kind of got ahead of the curve and got out of E3. But I don't remember a State of Play that's actually ever blown me away or blown the fan base away. They always seem to be just like, hey, we need to throw a few games out there and kind of get people talking. But ultimately what happens is people get hyped, but then nothing is really ever announced. Can anybody like, and maybe I'm wrong, but like, could anybody remember like a State of Play where people were just blown away after the fact? You know, but like with Nintendo Directs, now there has been some disappointing Nintendo Directs for sure, but there's also been some bangers for Nintendo Direct.
Well, so I think the difference is usually we kind of have a good idea. It's weird because there's such this high anticipation for a Nintendo thing that if they don't reveal something massively huge that no one's ever heard about before, it's like a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Whereas usually I feel like we kind of know what's going on for the Sony State of Plays, like in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. So, so I don't expect much from this State of Play. I feel like this is going to be a thing that gets really highly anticipated for the hope that something will be announced, but it's just going to be just a general announcement of games that probably people already had known about in some capacity. That would be my take on it. I hope I'm wrong because I would like for them to get these State of Plays step up their game because that's part of it. Like that's the anticipation of like the directs from the fan base. It always is good to see if they stick the landing or if people are like, what the hell was that? And the State of Play could definitely use some of those elements.
To Red Mage for $20. Got my flight ticket and hotel for MegaCon. First time at the con and doing research for my shop since I sell anime. Met you guys last year at the Vegas event. Looking forward to this weekend, seeing you guys and meeting new people. Hell yes. One of my favorite things about whether it's conventions or meetups or whatever, is that people getting to meet other people, whether they're like, starting off as content creators or whether they're just in the chat or whatever it may be, and getting to know. And then they start doing their own little hangouts. We've got like the Boston crew that does meetups for like to go to movies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's always cool to see.
Yep, absolutely.
People meeting in real life. Orozco for $1. Jeremy is a closet Swiftie.
Dude, I talked about Taylor Swift way too much on Cobra Cast the other night.
I'm tired of everybody talking about her.
I am too. Like, honestly, Taylor Swift,
big of a fucking deal. It's not that big of a deal. Do you remember when Jessica Simpson was dating Tony Romo? Guess what? They had shots of Jessica Simpson in the box cheering on Tony Romo. Yep. Like, no fucking shit. It's happened throughout history of sports. I'm so tired of these fucking people who have no idea what they're talking about, never even fucking watch or care about sports, that all of a sudden think they can capitalize on some random fucking bullshit. Taylor Swift was shown for 44 seconds of a 3-hour fucking broadcast. My God. World's over.
It's how it always goes when there's a big name or a big celebrity, big personality at games. That's what they do. And yeah, shockingly, the best quarterback in the NFL and arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time is in the Super Bowl again. Shocker. Shocker. I tell you, Ryan, just a shocker.
Yeah, I can't believe that the team that's been in the Super Bowl 4 of the last 5 years is there again. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man. And now, like, all the stuff that, like, all like Taylor Swift is now becoming the rights version of Trump.
For like no reason.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but anyway, let's continue on. I'm done talking about
Can we please not talk about
Can
that?
Man. Yeah, we talked about 44 seconds. That's too much.
I'll end the stream right now. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Oh, 44 seconds. You know, it's because Obama's the 44th president. That's why they showed her. It's a psyop for Obama. Can Man, member for 22 months. Get there in a few hours. Can't wait to see all you figs. Hail the 199. R.I.P. Jeremy. He will be missed. Kind of. He was gay. Thank you, Can Man. Sophie, member for 11 months. Hail. Gonna try to get my visa this year. See if my free days coincide for future meetups. And if I get denied again, expect 199 to pick me up at the border. Hey, depending on what state you're trying to get through, it's just pretty fucking easy to walk across, Sophie. So we'll see you here. Hayden for $10. Since Microsoft Xbox grabbing up exclusive, do you guys think there's a chance of some GTA 6 footage during the state of play? PlayStation doesn't have much else going on.
No.
Not yet. I think that so soon after the trailer release, I don't think we'll see anything.
No, I think we've gotten out of GTA for probably the next 6 or 8 months, maybe in a year before we're going to have anything else on that.
What was the do you remember? Wasn't it a Sony State of Play that they did GTA 5 or a GTA Online like new season reveal or something? Or coming to the PlayStation 5? No, that was what it was. It was like GTA 5 to the PS5. They did like a little hit for.
I don't remember if that was the State of Play, but I do remember that announcement, and people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
you know
that was
what I mean?
years ago.
Yeah, I know.
That was years ago. Doug B, member for 15 months. What's up, y'all? Let's go. What's up, Doug? Colesia for 5. Have fun at MegaCon, guys. You guys are killing it. Much love to the 199. Solo lost money, and Echo was a diversity hire. Hail. Hail. Ministry of Wrongthink for 5. I'm confused by people just now freaking out about Batman's death in Suicide Squad. The details were leaked months ago. Yeah, back in December, there was audio leaks, but it like, again, you don't know exactly what's going to end up in the final game and blah, blah, blah. It's a little bit different seeing, like, hearing an audio leak and a description versus seeing it play out.
Right. Yeah, it's just
same
like
thing with Rise of Skywalker, Last of Us 2, like whatever. You know, when you actually see it, you know.
Yeah,
could you read about it?
Yeah, could you imagine, hearing about Vince McMahon, but if there was some video of it, could you imagine what would happen then? God,
yeah. It's like Ray Rice, right?
Ray Rice, yes, Ray Rice is a perfect example. Like, it was one thing when you heard what happened and then the video came out and you're like, oh shit.
And the video is exactly what was described. But when you see an NFL football player punching his significant other, and then like being unconscious and him dragging them out of an elevator.
Yeah.
That's a different story. And then the 1-game suspension, they're like, well, I guess the entire season, your career's over.
Allegedly, Vince has video and photos. Let's hope not.
That's like part of the entire thing. That's like
the
entire lawsuits about that.
I know. Let's hope we never see them. Okay. So, God.
Vince McMahon shit.
Well, the thing is, like, I do genuinely wonder, like, are they going to Chris Benoit him with the WWE? And if they do that, and what I mean by that is, will they eliminate his likeness from the history of WWE? And if they do that, that's almost impossible to imagine. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible to imagine.
I think that with is it TKO or whoever, like, it does sound like they want to really purge like anyone who's loyal to him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know.
All I know, like, listen, I watch a lot of wrestling podcasts and stuff with old school guys, and I have noticed something recently since this broke. I've been watching a lot of it. A lot of these old school guys are terrified to take a hard stance on this. And I think it's because a lot of them might have stories of their
They,
own.
yeah,
Now,
I think a lot of them know it's true. A lot of the guys who are like gone, like Ryback. I saw Ryback do
Ryback's
a video.
Ryback's a piece of shit.
I know, but I saw him
yeah.
do a video about it. He said, "Listen, I've been telling you this for fucking like 7 years about this guy."
Yeah.
Like a lot of people who are separated from it already and don't really have anything to lose are like kind of cheering it on.
Yeah.
But
I still do not. I'm not ready to say Vince McMahon is guilty of any wrongdoing. I'm not willing to say that. And I think the timing is extremely sus with everything playing out. And what I will say is, because Stephanie McMahon, who left, who walked away, and then when Vince resigned the last time, then she came back, and then when Vince came back, she left. And as I've seen some in the dirt sheets, and I talked about this the other day, people are saying like, as soon as all this gets worked out, then Triple H is going to be sending Stephanie some divorce papers, and then the sign off at the end, it's all about the game and how you play it, and then he takes over. And the McMahon family is
gone, and it's all Triple H. Yeah. It's been a fucking 30-year op, and Triple H takes over. It's wild,
dude. That would honestly, like, I hate to see that this has happened, like all this, but if Triple H pulls that one off, he may go from somebody that I've always considered to be an all-time great, but never like put him in the top tier guys. If he pulls this off, he may go to the top of the list as the GOAT. All right. He may go to the top of the list as the GOAT. Holy crap, man. It's wild. Wrestling is fucking crazy. It's a crazy world. You guys if you don't watch wrestling, you don't understand. It is a fucking weird world, man. Full of craziness.
I view it like very similar to the Deshaun Watson shit. Obviously, this is more extreme, but like the Deshaun Watson stuff where these like 25 women come forward and he's like, I was just getting massages from it. It's like, okay, you're reaching out on Instagram to models to come over to his hotel to get a massage. Like, clearly it's not happening. Clearly, he knew what he was getting into. They also knew exactly what they were fucking getting into. Doesn't mean that for the company, in that case, like the NFL or whatever, that's something that they're going to be okay with getting out publicly to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I see it very similar to that. I think she knew what she was doing. Just like I think all of those Instagram models who were just going to give a massage knew exactly what they were fucking doing too. And like they are also at fault, but I still, for a company, like when you have a reputation uphold and stuff like that, there's going to be some things that you don't want going on, especially like at your place of work with your employees like that.
Yeah. The timing is what throws me off though, with the deal and the announcement. Again, Vince McMahon's a billionaire who grew a $1 billion worldwide industry, and then this all happened. But I don't know, man. It's such a shitty situation.
Lulu Blue.
Unintended.
Lulu Blue. Let's see, for $199, I will be in Orlando in 4 hours. Thank you, Lulu. Let's see, Swaggerfield for $2. Hail to $199. I come here for real people, not EBS. Well, listen, I would say go to wherever you want. Yeah. Whatever chat you're entertained by, whatever streamer you're entertained by. People have an audience for a reason. It's because they're entertaining.
Dude, I just talked about the drama of the wrestling world. I love watching that shit, dude. I love it. I love watching it. Drama's fucking entertaining as hell. It's just not something I want to be part of.
Not wrong. Grandmaster Chris for $199. Suicide Squad killed their own game. They did. Bert for $5. Will you be at this weekend's Make Entertainment Great Again convention in Orlando with Drinker, Ripa, and Gina? How is that even like? I feel like we've talked about it so much, but yes, we will.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
It's our kind of thing that we've brought. Not Gina, but like I reached out to Drinker and everything like that, and obviously Gary. So it's going to be an awesome event.
Blue Eyed Scorpio for $5 to end the stream and hopefully the channel. Taylor Swift is a psyop for more communism. Thank you. Brendan Bellman for $5. Honestly, all Rocksteady could have avoided the backlash if they set Suicide Squad in a separate timeline. The story is decent out of context, and the combat is fun. There you go. Blabs the Tower Tard for 5. Chris Benoit asked me out. I'm not sure about it, so I left him hanging. I like pickles. Yay. And then Chris Benoit for 2 says Blabs is a cutie pie. Gary's Beer Dingleberries for 2. Somehow Chris Benoit returned. Bullet Shepherd for 5. Deshaun Watson wants his winky tugged by an Insta Thought for $1,000. By God, he deserves it. I just don't get busted. Seeker of the Moon member for 9 months. Remember the Superman game for the Xbox 360? I'd love to play that in a modern game engine, but the people who run these companies are tards.
Yeah, man, I wish we could. Like, there's that Unreal Engine. I think it's Unreal, that Superman game. Have you ever seen that video from years ago, Ryan?
Yeah.
It looks awesome. Like, a Superman game done right could be just absolutely incredible. It really could. That's why I like playing DC Universe Online all those years ago. Just fun to be in Metropolis. You know what I mean? And I there's just so much they could do with it.
Where am I? Tobias Nexus for 10. Last night had a wrestling question about cage matches, and the first thing a contestant answered was surrounding the ring with barbed wire. I didn't even think wrestling is that crazy.
ECW days were
Barbed
not anymore.
wire matches.
You'll never see it. You'll never see it now.
There's been some nasty shit that happened during those.
Woo-wee.
Like biceps falling out of people's arms and shit.
Yeah, dude. It was ECW was wild back in the day, man. And what was crazy about that is because like back then, like I didn't get ECW on my like in my local cable or whatever, you know, in the area. So it was like it was this mythical thing. Like, you know, you would hear like, oh, we're watching WWF, you're watching WCW. And people would talk about ECW and you'd see like pictures in magazines, but I never saw it. And then one night it like was on my TV at like 11 p.m. and I had to turn the volume down real low so my parents wouldn't come in there and see these dead bodies and blood. And oh my gosh, man, ECW was crazy back in the day.
Yeah, that's I was not super into wrestling during that time. It's a little bit before I was watching that. All right, I think we're caught up there. Jeremy, we got to talk about this fucking Madam Web shit. Because as bad as we have all thought Madam Web will be from the very first trailer we saw, the terrible writing, the terrible acting, the cringe girl boss aspect of the entire movie, it looks like fans might not be the only ones who are disappointed by this. At least, according to some new reports, Madam Web tracking for worst box office opening than Morbius. We've known that it's going to be really fucking bad. A lot of it's being described as Morbius meets the Marvels, which is just about as bad of a combo as you could imagine. But apparently, maybe Dakota Johnson, the star of this, didn't even exactly know how bad it was going to be what she was getting into. This new article here talking about the new Sony Spider-Man universe saying we're getting away from connected universes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm sure you're trying to distance yourself from that now. There's a little blurb in there, though, that's very interesting. Dakota Johnson left her talent agency only a week after the trailer for Madam Web released. And we all remember this. It got mocked and ridiculed. A lot of lines that were getting pulled from that. It was the laughing stock of the internet for a few weeks when it came out. And during that time, she left her talent agency. There might be a reason why. She might have thought that she was going to be in an MCU movie and not a Sony Spider-Man universe movie. Because look at both Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney. Both of them, when they went to Instagram to announce their roles, both of them tagged Marvel Studios.
That's hilarious.
The problem is Marvel Studios is not involved with this at all. The only Sony thing that they get involved in are the Tom Holland ones, when that's like a joint production because Sony has the Spider-Man rights. These Sony Spider-Man universe ones, no, it's usually like Columbia Pictures or something like that. Marvel Entertainment, which is a different aspect of Marvel, but not Marvel Studios. They were tricked. They thought they were going to be in a fucking MCU movie. And instead they're in a budget Marvels movie, basically.
Dude, this is the mom that goes to GameStop to ask for a Nintendo because her son wants a PlayStation. She just knows, like, oh, she heard Marvel. They heard Marvel. They're like, oh, the Marvel. Oh, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans. Oh, Infinity War, the Avengers. Spider-Man, like, oh man, that's all they thought. That's exactly what happened. And yeah, so
it's so funny that they both tagged Marvel Studios in that. Look at that shit.
I love
Got tricked.
Nintendo. I love Nintendo. Oh,
You
my son wants a Nintendo system so he can play God of War. Uh,
Well, and this is like very similar to the Matt Smith story, and they even followed up here. Matt Smith, when he accepted doing Morbius, Matt Smith took Morbius role after advice from Doctor Who co-star Karen Gillan. He says she's a seasoned pro. She's done like 7 of these Marvel movies. So yeah, I signed up to do Morbius. Like, not exactly the same thing. So, like, it looks like she's probably not very happy with the reception that it got and everything. Probably not happy that her talent agency may have led her to believe this is going to be something that it wasn't. And just a few days after one of the cringiest trailers we've seen, she dropped her talent agency and went somewhere else. That's fucking wild.
that is so funny. That'd be like somebody getting a job. Maybe somebody that got the job on Rebel Moon thought they were getting a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh man, you get what you deserve. But in all honesty, let's be real. Being in an MCU movie, it ain't much better at this point.
No.
This ain't 5-6 years ago. So it really didn't matter. And in all honesty, you might come out better not being an MCU movie at this point in time.
The only difference is you spent less money to make it.
Yes.
That's pretty much the only difference. You probably didn't get paid as much. That's probably the reality too.
Yeah,
With
that is
an
hilarious.
$80 million budget or something like that projected for this movie versus $300 million plus for the Marvels.
300. That makes no sense. Like I
A lot
don't
of
have
CGI.
that. Makes no sense.
A lot of COVID
I guess
protocols.
so, man.
That's why they weren't able to have supervision.
$300 million budget is insanity. That makes no sense to me. I can't, even with CG and all of that. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to understand how you go from again, Godzilla -1 had what, like $15-20 million production budget,
Like
something
12
like
or
that.
13 million. Yeah.
There you go. That doesn't make sense to me. And they know that the MCU is declining, and yet they still are pushing that type of money out there. I don't know, man. That's fucking crazy to me.
Well, and that kind of brings us to the next report, which is another one of these massive fucking, just a huge monster scale budget that might end up being doubled, to be honest with you. And that's Captain America. Captain America 4, Brave New World, was originally titled New World Order until they decided that might be a little bit too on the nose, as if Brave New World is really any different. With Black Captain America.
New World Order would have been so good.
Yeah, like with Black Captain America that nobody actually thinks is Captain America, that we haven't seen since 2021. The guy who's supposed to be like the leader of the Avengers. We haven't seen him since he came out saying, "Do better, Senator," in this terrible fucking outfit at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, months ago we heard, by the way, even though this thing has been done filming since summer, we're actually going to hire a new writer to do some reshoots, rework a couple action sequences. As we've found out like more and more, it seems like not only is it just going to be a couple action sequences, they might end up shooting almost the entire fucking movie over again. And now we're actually getting the dates. Captain America Brave New World will reportedly have reshoots from May until August. May, June, July, August. You're talking about 3 to 4 months worth of reshoots for this thing. That's enough to film the entire movie over again. So for something that already probably had a $250 million budget, imagine what this is going to add to it. And this is just another thing in the MCU that looks like they're completely overhauling, which you can't take that as a positive sign. They know that they've hit rock bottom and things need to change. But do we have any confidence that the changes they make will be better? That's the real question.
And look, I like Papa Doc just as much as any other person, Anthony Mackie. I'll never not view him as Papa Doc from 8 Mile, but he is not a leading man for a big movie like this. He's just not. You know what I mean? He's just not. He's a secondary, personality. He just is. And for them to try to build an iconic character, well, Captain America's always been a pretty iconic character, but he was never an A-list character until the MCU kind of made him into an A-list character. And then they've taken what would be the essentially taking Iron Man and handing it to someone else, thinking that the character is what's pulling, when in reality it was the actor as that character that really elevated it. You know what I mean? Like Chris Evans, as much as I do not like Chris Evans and I do not think he's a movie star, he is phenomenal in that role. He is fantastic. I mean, he just is. He truly does. But like Anthony Mackie does not scream Captain America, obviously, for many reasons. But it just, so to think that they're gonna put a big budget around him now, I think they're gonna lean on Harrison Ford in the marketing. You know what I mean? Because
I'm
how much is,
sure.
yeah, do we know how much he's supposed to be in this movie? Of course, now with all the reshoots, there's no telling. But
I mean, he's supposed to be fucking Red Hulk in the movie. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I think a lot of the plot's going to revolve around him. He's obviously the new General Ross. No problems recasting characters like that for some reason.
I know.
Heaven forbid you recast T'Challa, but yeah, no problem recasting General Ross, who's going to be President Ross in this movie. But yeah, I think it's going to be obviously you're talking about the budget for this thing, maybe up to Infinity War Endgame levels. Like if you really are, if the rumors we've heard are true from behind the scenes that they're basically scrapping almost the entire movie and going to reshoot almost the entire thing, we're talking about an insane amount of money going into this. But we'll see. Not the only thing at Marvel that's undergoing intense reshoots as they try to shift gears and save the MCU.
Yeah, and Jacob, I agree. What is Ford doing? Just retire? How old is Harrison Ford at this point? That man
80?
is, good Lord, dude. Harrison Ford's never gonna stop. He's never gonna stop. 81. That's and he's crashed like 5 or 6 airplanes just in the past couple of decades. Harrison Ford is indestructible.
But the crazy thing is, he's older now than William Hurt was, and he's dead now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the person he's replacing. William Hurt was like in his 70s, I think. Harrison Ford's older than he is.
That's crazy, man. He's still going. How old's Clint Eastwood right now?
In his 90s, 93 or
90s?
Something. Mm-hmm.
That's wild, bro. That is wild.
Let me look up. Hold on.
Yeah, Eastwood, man. Eastwood is Eastwood in his 90s at this point?
Clint Eastwood age. He's 93.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Whew.
Bro, if I make it to 50, like, I'm good. Like 50, I really don't want to live that much longer. I just don't want it. I don't want to fucking slow down. I'm tired of this shit, man. 50, I'm good. It's a full life. Before, like, I want to die before I get to the age where I would have fucking pissed myself off now. Like whether somebody's got to wait behind me to fucking cash register because I can't figure out the automated shit. Whether I don't know how to fucking drive. Like whatever it is, I want to die before I get to the age that I would piss my current self off. That's how I feel.
I'm telling you, chat, he means every word of it too. Like Ryan, I'm telling you, Ryan is a type of person, because who's the most annoying person at a gas station? Lottery person. Holy fuck. The person that slows everything down for lottery tickets. Ryan's mentality in life is if you cost his day more than 5 seconds, he hates you for pretty much life at that point.
Yeah.
Like he wants nothing but bad things to happen to you. If you interrupt 5 seconds of his day, it's over.
It's such an overreaction, and I like understand that. But yeah, if you like cut me off, or if you make me 5 to 10 seconds late for something, or get my way, like I'm literally okay with your death. Like that's just like morally, that's how I feel about it. I'm totally fine with that.
Oh man, it's great. It's great. Yeah, but seriously, lottery people at the gas station are literally the worst humans I've ever seen. Like I that right there, I turn into Ryan in that moment. I get so mad, dude. I get so mad.
I just get like slow people, like whether it's walking, whether it's checking out. Like if I'm like having to wait on you, I'm mad. Like if you're if you're going through your life like you have fucking nothing that you're in a rush for, like, I got all the time in the world, fuck you.
You're basically describing Jay.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm so irritable all the time. He is Jay loafs around, right? He does loaf around a little bit. He just kind of wanders, goes into a gas station, just meanders, grabs stuff. Were you in that gas station when you found that fly in his drink?
The coffee. It was a roach. It was a roach.
Something bad.
It was a roach in his coffee. He was so disappointed. But like the best thing is like we will be a group of people somewhere. I've told this story on stream before. We'll be a group, and Jay just slowly, it's the slowest process imaginable, but he slowly just disappears from the group because he wanders. Jay wandering the planet. And you're like, where'd Jay go? Where'd Jay go? So we were at this mall, and we were like, well, we were all like, okay, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? And then we're like, where's Jay? And he's gone. He's completely gone. So we're like, well, fine then. We're just going to go walking around. We go walking around. You were there. And we go into this Amazon store.
Yeah.
This is like a ways away from where the initial group was. We're in there, and Jay's just standing in the corner, like looking at something, aloof to everything. Like, where the fuck did you come from? And then Krista goes in there and asks them for something really gay, and then tells them that you're looking for it. You know, she does that. She asks for like a feminine product. She goes, my friend here really needs one. And then she points to you.
I think I just went along with it.
Yes.
It was like some like face lotion or something stupid.
Yes.
And like the dude is just like explaining the product to me. My thanks. Got it.
He was explaining it to you, and you looked so mad.
But you know, but then Krista can't fucking like take it, because then when we go in that place and I had those big like cherries, I was acting like they were my balls, and like I was like chasing her. She had a big fucking freak out. Oh, how dare you! Can't do that in public. Can't embarrass me like that in public. Fuck. But yeah, I feel like I just have, bad luck at different places. Like things just go wrong for me. I don't know why.
True. It is true.
Fast food places, fancy restaurants, it doesn't matter. We literally went out to dinner, went to a steak dinner with Gina Carano, and like my order was fucked up somehow. Like it's always something. I'm just waiting for it to happen. Sandro Franca, member for 4 months. Hail Jay. He risked everything to find out the best place to take care of business in the Men in Black bathroom. We'll just take his word for it. Thank you. Thoughts on fitness with Nigel gifts a membership. Thank you. Ronan the Crusader. I'll make sure to only take 5 seconds of Ryan's time at the meetup. Hail. See you in Orlando. Thank you, Ronan. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like when I'm
out and about, just trying to get things
doing
done.
Something.
Yeah.
Like now, and if you see me at fucking Target or Universal or like whatever, come say hi to me. I'm talking about when like I'm in line for something and someone in front of me is taking an extreme amount of time that like drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden for 10. Does anyone remember Superman 64 on the N64 or just me? I was a kid when I played it, but I remember having fun flying around as Superman. I think I remember that game.
I didn't play that one that much. Is that the legendarily bad Superman game? Superman 64? Is that there's one Superman game that's just legendarily bad.
It might be that
I think it's Superman 64. I don't think I played that one.
A lot of people in the chat are saying I'm probably going to live to like 110 years old just because I'll hate it.
Yes, probably.
Tomac for 20. I think the Superman game you were thinking about came out a few years ago, and it's called Undefeated, and it's on Steam. The devs are still working on it, and it looks like it's turning into a Dragon Ball game.
Really? Here, let me see if I can find what I'm talking about.
Alec Baldwin's finger for 20. Ryan will only put out 4 videos a day when he's in his 50s. Yeah, that's true, Alec Baldwin. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Slow down, take it easy. Thank you, Alec Baldwin's finger. D's Webos for 199. Taylor Swift should hang with Chris Benoit. Jesus. Andrea K for €4. Thank you, Andrea. Al Favor for 5. The suit also says former UFC champion. For the meme, I hope it's Ronda, not Brock. Look forward to seeing y'all at MegaCon. Yeah, it's Lesnar. That's why he wasn't in the Royal Rumble.
Here's what I was talking about right here. Here's what I was talking about. Ryan?
Yeah.
Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, this is incredible.
I don't like Superman's hair.
I want to play this game right now. I want to play this game right now. No, this is like a 5-year-old video. This is just a fan concept. So
yeah, I don't think this was ever a game that was actually going to be made or anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, Yeah, I mean, obviously, like Superman doesn't look. I'm talking about the overall game, though. I mean, this is just amazing looking. So
he's going to the fucking moon.
This is right here. It's got 4.4. So a year ago is when this. Imagine an open world Superman game with Earth-sized map. So it's crazy, man.
It'd be cool.
Yep. But that's what I was talking about.
Orozco for $1 says, Ryan, God's already laughing at you. You'll now live till you're 120 years old. Thank you. John Papasergio for $1.99. They should have just gotten Sam Elliott again. I like Sam Elliott. Just that clown for $2. 5 years away from 50. Jeremy knows how it feels.
Yep. I actually do not feel 50 at all. Or 45. I don't feel it. I feel like I'm 25, 30, except for when I'm driving all the time and time zones got me all fucked up.
Yeah, I feel older than you sometimes. I fall asleep in the car driving.
Yeah,
now.
dude. Yeah, I don't fall asleep driving. I can literally drive 24 hours straight.
I fall asleep driving 20 minutes.
I know.
Like if I'm on a highway and like it's kind of late, I'm exhausted, I'll time travel a little bit, but I didn't know I was at this exit already.
Yeah, I can drive for 24 straight hours. No problem.
Jeremy can eat Culver's indefinitely.
Damn right.
Probably. I think we're all caught up with super chats.
All caught up.
Yes.
Well, we do have a lot to get to, so we'll probably go ahead and get this cut short because we have a lot. So we got people getting into town. There's a lot of logistics involved with everything we're doing. So again, MegaCon. We got over almost 400 people on Rumble, by the way. Shout out to our Rumble audience. But yeah, go over to geeksgamers.com if you have not. Go over to the article about the MegaCon meetup and make sure you RSVP. Let's talk about, you know what? I'll just show everybody that one really quick. So here we go right here. And I think we've had a few updates made to it too. So right here, MegaCon meetup, there's the poster. We're gonna, it's got the schedule and everything like that. There's
our panels at 1:15 on Saturday. 1:15 on Saturday. Be at the panel.
Yep. And Saturday 1:15, the big panel that's gonna have Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic, Ripa, me, Ryan at the panel. There's gonna be a ton of people out in the audience. I can't wait to see all of you there. So man, and then we're gonna have stuff to give away. We're giving away stuff. We've got stuff we're selling. We've got the 199 hats. This will be an exclusive. So this will be the only time we have that particular 199 hat, because really it's just because I wanted to add like the Geeks Gamers logo to it for branding, but we didn't have time. If I wanted to receive them in time for the con, we couldn't add that to it. So this is going to be an exclusive 199 hat. Now we will put the same type of hat for sale after the fact, but this one's going to be an exclusive one. And we only got like 100 to sell, but we have other stuff. We have other stuff to sell with t-shirts, and we got a bunch of free giveaways and stuff. So if you're going to be at that panel, there's going to be some free stuff that we're going to be giving away to the audience and things like that. So yeah, man. And it will be live streamed. And we're at least going to try to have these microphones that are connected to the phone, so it improves the audio quality, because I know that's one of the problems when we're at the panels is the audio quality isn't the greatest. So hopefully we'll be able to improve that audio quality for you this time.
And of course, the meetup at City Walk, the Red Coconut Club.
Yep.
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Make sure you RSVP for that. And then, and there's tons of overflow. It is 21 or older to get in to the Red Coconut Club because it's a bar, but there's a ton of overflow right there.
There's a bunch of seating and benches and like, you know, little places to sit around and stuff right there. So we will be out there walking around, seeing people that, you know, either don't want to go in because it's not your scene or it's too crowded, or if, you know, if you're not 21, whatever.
Yep, absolutely. Hated Wayne for 20 says, I want a 199 hat. I can't make it to MegaCon, unfortunately. Somebody get me one. All right. Email Krista. I think you have her email. Give her your shipping address, and I'll hold one back for you, Hayden. I'll hold one back.
Great con, Aussie 2. 70-year-old Ryan will be hanging with other wizards. Maybe.
Oh man. And Dom will be here. Man, this is gonna be great. So I really appreciate all the enthusiasm out there. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. Cobra Cast is happening tonight. I don't know if it's gonna be at the normal time. It could be a little bit later, but yes, Cobra Cast is happening tonight on my D-Day Cobra channel. So I'll see all of you there. We got a lot to talk about. Linko Kenobi says, what's up, guys? I'm driving to Orlando, less than a couple hours away. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Hail the 199. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to see you, brother. All right. I'm going to end the stream on time and not as a mistake this time. Ryan, do you have any positive thoughts to leave our wonderful audience with before I end the stream?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so. That went exactly how I expected. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great night. Laura Lynn Lance says, Hail 199. Hi, y'all. Hugs for Ryan and Jeremy. Missing Jay. Nobody misses Jay. Nobody misses Jay.
Nope.
You think? The best thing yesterday was when Jeremy ended the stream by accident. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great night. I'll see you for Cobra Cast tonight. Bye, everyone.